Hi, it's Mrs. Weibel in the library. Have you ever been in a sour mood or a grumpy mood? How about, have you ever had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day? Being grumpy and mad is part of life and happens to everyone. I have 3 amazing books that I know you'll be able to relate to and love. Well, I have. Sometimes it makes me feel better to read about others or other characters that are going through the same things as me. And I know being grumpy is just a part of life. The first book is The Sour Grape by Jory John. This grape means business. If you are making her mad or you wrong her, she will not forget it. I mean, not forget it. Forgiving people when you are mad is so hard. One time, a Lyme friend borrowed her scarf and never gave it back. Can you believe that? The sour grape grew up with lots of grape sisters and grape brothers, and they were a really close-knit bunch. Let me show you them. So here are all her grape brothers and sisters. They also had grandparents that would visit often. Here's Grandma and Grandpa. And her grandma would always say, no matter what life throws at you, there will be a lot, always try to stay sweet. And that's really good advice. But if you're in a bad mood, sometimes you don't feel like being sweet. And the sour grape did not. But the sour grape was really sweet for a long time and always tried to use her manners, and she was good to everyone until one day when something happened to change her. It was her birthday, and she had planned a party for so long. She even got a Ferris wheel, and she also got a magician, hay rides, and there was going to be a grand finale of fireworks. It was going to be amazing. But guess what happened on that day that she had planned for so long? No one showed up. And that did not make Grape happy. Boy, was she mad. Since then, she had a grudge, and instead of the sweet grape that she once was, she became the sour grape. Will the sour grape ever be sweet again, or will something happen that changes her mind? You'll have to come see me in the library and check out The Sour Grape by Jory John to find out what happens. My next book, do you ever just wake up grumpy? Well, so does Jim the monkey. This is Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang. This is what Jim looks like, and I'd say he looks like a grumpy monkey. But Grumpy Monkey Jim woke up one day and just thought the sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas were too sweet. He was just in a bad mood. Some people think that's silly and that Grumpy Monkey just needs to get his act together, but sometimes that's hard to change your whole mindset right when you wake up and you already wake up in a bad mood. But his friends were going to try and help him. So Norman, his friend, the gorilla, I love Norman. Let me just show you Jim when he woke up that morning. Grumpy monkey. But Norman, his gorilla friend, wanted to help him out and try to put him in a better mood. So he told all their friends, including Marabou the bird. I like that guy. That's a cool bird. He told Marabou the bird, the lemur, and the snake. And he brought Jim over to them and said, look at Jim, he just looks so grumpy. And they all told him he looked grumpy because of his eyebrows. Where can I find his eyebrows? See how well, you can see on the front. He's going like this, furrowed together. His eyebrows, just how he would stand, and his frown. Jim tried changing all that, but it just didn't work. It didn't make him feel happy. He looked happier, but he didn't feel happy. All of Jim's friends were telling him, just try to enjoy the day. It's beautiful. Have fun. And they tried everything they could to make him happy. They asked Jim to swing with them and lie in the grass, eat honey with his bear friend, and even eat old meat like his vulture friend wanted him to do. That one didn't work. It wouldn't work for me either. But nothing was helping. If you want to come down to the library and figure out what happened with Jim next, does he ever get into a better mood, come on down and check out The Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang. This is one of my favorites. The last book I have for you is also one of my favorites. Do you ever just wake up and everything goes wrong? Maybe you wake up and stub your toe, or you wake up and your favorite shirt is missing and you can't wear it. Well, Alexander from Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Forrest woke up with gum in his hair. Then he tripped on a skateboard that he didn't put there. And he dropped his sweater he was going to wear in the sink, so he couldn't wear his favorite sweater. All that happened to him right in the morning. So he knew it was going to be a bad day, a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. So after those things happening, he went down to breakfast and he didn't get anything in his cereal box like his brothers. And he decided he was going to move to Australia. He had had enough. And maybe this would help. Maybe it's better in Australia. But he had to go on with his day because he couldn't move yet. And then he gets into his car where everyone likes to sit by the windows. And he was the only one that didn't get a window seat. Imagine how mad you would be. That's a terrible day. Everyone was saying that looking out the window, and poor Alexander was back there with his gum in his hair and just not doing good. Then his teacher, when he got to school, she thought someone else's picture was better than his, and he also had to count out loud, and he left out 16 and everyone laughed. It was just not a good day at all for him. So if you want to find out if Alexander's day gets better or if he really moves to Australia, then come on down to the library and check out Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Forrest. I also have other books down here that would help with this subject, or if you are just in a bad mood, maybe if you're in a bad mood and you want to come down and read them with me and we can be in our bad mood together and then maybe turn it around. But I love these books and I have more than one copy in the library, so if you need anything, come on down. And maybe Josie, our therapy dog, will be down here. That always puts me in a better mood. But just remember that you are not the only one that sometimes wakes up in a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad mood and have a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. It happens to everyone. And if my books down here can help put you in a better mood, come on down and see me. I'd love to help. Have a wonderful day.